guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Remi. Thanks for tuning in. I am filming from Boston, Massachusetts, and on my channel I film on faith, lifestyle, and development. So if you're interested in any of those things, please watch, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also, if you're new here, welcome. And on the about section of my YouTube page, you can find my mission and vision statement and kind of like what I'm looking to do with this channel. So let's get right into it, right? So as you can see from the title of this video, the title is setting goals, right? So I just wanted to talk about the whole idea of setting goals and tips for setting your goals and hopefully prayerfully achieving those goals. So let's get started. What's a goal, right? What does that even mean when people say that they want to set a goal, or they're trying to achieve something? And it says that this definition is from Google, and it says that it's an idea of the future or desired result that a person envisions, plans, and commits to achieve. So basically, you have an idea in your head, you have something that you want to achieve. Now, how do you get to that point, right? What do you do? What do you have to commit to? And how do you plan towards the goal? So you cannot have a goal without a plan. And pretty much you can't have a goal without a plan. So it's just the whole idea of, okay, I have this idea in my head, and how do I execute the plan to achieve this goal? And the types of goals, we have long-term goals, we have short-term goals. So for example, if you want to achieve something in the next 3 months, the next 3 months, that's probably a short-term goal. Now, if you want to achieve something in the next 2 years or 5 years, that could be a long-term goal. And there are different kinds of goals, right? You can have a personal goal. If you want to develop something about your personal life or your physical health, it's a personal goal. You can have professional goals. You can have spiritual goals. You can have financial goals. You can have, education or intellectual goals if you want to go back to school, or if you want to, even master a skill better. You can also have family goals, right? If you want to, start a family, or if you want to develop a better relationship with your family, that's a family goal. So there are all kinds of goals. And first of all, we're going to be talking about how to even achieve these goals, right? What do you have to have in place in order to be successful in the goal that you're trying to achieve? And the first thing I'm going to mention is be specific. You got to be able to be specific. If you say you want to lose weight, how much weight do you want to lose? Because you can lose 2 pounds, you can lose 10 pounds. Be very specific. I would like to lose 5 pounds. I would like to lose 10 pounds. Be very specific when you set your goals, and it'll help narrow it down to, obviously that specific goal that you're trying to meet or you're trying to reach, as opposed to just saying you want to be fit or you want to lose weight. If you want to be fit, what does that mean to you? Do you want to be fit like a model? Do you want to be fit like an athlete? Do you want to be fit so that, every time you go up and down the stairs, you don't lose your breath? Like, how fit are we talking about? You know what I mean? So be very specific with the goal that you're setting. Another thing I'm going to mention is you gotta be able to measure your goal. Okay, how much, of this goal, or how much do I need to do to be able to achieve this goal? Measure it, okay? Like, is this even feasible? Is this possible? Taking stock, like looking at my life right now, is this something that's possible to do? And also the one that I even like the most is the action items. You got to take action. So you can be very specific. You can have a measurement of what, it'll look like if you want to actually set out to achieve that goal. But if you don't actually take action, if you don't have an action item, and if you don't take action, your goal is not going to happen. So take action towards your goal. That's the only way it can happen, because if you're just saying it, or if you just wishing it to happen without you doing anything about it, it's not going to happen. Another thing I'm going to mention is responsibility. You got to be able to be responsible for the kinds of goals that you set. So if you want to achieve something, take it upon yourself to make sure that you follow through with it. And this kind of ties to the next point I'm going to make about accountability, because, you know, accountability is, you know, if you want to be accountable to someone, you know, if you ask somebody to be your accountability partner and you want to say, you know what, I want to achieve this goal. I want you to help me. I want you to challenge me. I want to be accountable so that I can stick to it. But also you have to be responsible, because if you have people that are encouraging you and if you have people that are cheering you on, but you're not really doing anything about it on your own, you're not putting in the effort that you need to put in on your own, it's going to be harder to reach your goal. So about that, solicit, you know, ask for accountability partners. You know, say, you know what, I can't do this on my own. I need help. I need people to push me. I need people to encourage me. I need people to challenge me if it looks like I'm not, you know, in line with the goal that I set. Another thing is time bound. Your goal needs to have a time. Your goal needs to have a deadline, because if you don't put a time to it, it's harder. And if you don't put a time to it, there's nothing to challenge yourself about. Because if you say that, okay, I want to go back to school, you have no time frame. It's going to be 6-10 years and you're still trying to go back to school. If you want to lose weight and you don't put a time to it, I don't know when it's going to happen. So pretty much put a deadline to your goal. That also challenges you and it motivates you to say, you know what, I don't have time to waste. I have a goal and I need to, you know, start doing what I need to do to reach that goal. A very important tip I'm going to mention here is write down your goals. Write down your goals. It's so important. And I'm going to also insert a link to another video on this video. I'm going to insert a link to another girl's video that I watch on YouTube, and she talked about a vision board, and she even, you know, showed the steps that she uses to do her own vision board. And I'd like you to, you know, watch that video if you're interested and see what it looks like. But the whole idea is write down your goals so you can see it. Now, if you want to put pictures together for a vision board, that's fine. If you want to just write down your goals, you know, with words, you know, on a piece of paper, or, you know, on a board that you can place in your room or your living room, whatever you need to do to write down your goals so you can actually see it, it's important. Because if you don't see it, you can lose track. If you don't see it, you can get distracted. If you don't see it, you can just focus on something else that's not really in line with your goal, and then you get carried away, and before you know it, time has gone, and before you know it, you're not even in alignment with the goal that you set initially. So write down your goals. It's very key. Even if it's on your phone, even if it's on a piece of paper, like, just make sure that you write down your goal. And another thing I was going to mention about the long-term or the short-term goals is goals are very long-term, right? But you need objectives. So you need specific targets to help reach your goal. Like I've just mentioned a few minutes ago, a goal can be big, it can be very long-term, and it can seem overwhelming if you don't have day-to-day actions that you can take to reach that goal. So small steps, small baby steps to be able to reach that long-term goal. So for example, you want to lose weight. You want to lose 5 pounds, you want to lose 10 pounds. It can seem overwhelming, but if you do something every day to help reach that goal, it's going to be possible. So for example, if you eat a certain amount of calories a day and you decide to just cut that down a little bit. If you want to insert, you know, veggies and fruits in your diet, if you want to start going to the gym. So if you don't go to the gym and you say, you know what, I don't have the time to go to the gym, or I don't have an hour to go to the gym, go to the gym for 20 minutes, go and work out for 30 minutes every day, or 30 minutes 3 days a week. Start small, because at the end of the day, the 10 pounds is not going to lose itself. So you need to do things, or, you know, carry out steps every day to help reach the goal. Because at the end of the day, the goal can seem too big, but if you do something every day to reach that goal, that's definitely helpful. And goal setting motivates you. It gets you up, you know, every morning. It gets you going, and it also shapes your decision making. So for example, if you don't know what you want to achieve, right? If you don't know what you want to do in life, and if you don't have a goal, anything is a given. Anything can happen. Somebody can come up with an idea and tell you, I think you should do this. I think this is a great idea. And you'd be like, well, I really have nothing to do anyway, so I'm just going to do it. But if that's not really what you want, there's no way to know that, because you don't even have a goal for your life. So I think that setting a goal helps shapes your decision thinking, so that way, if you know what you want, to do, if somebody comes and tells you something and you realize that doesn't really fit the plan that you have or the goal that you have for your life, it helps you understand better to say no. And if it does align, it helps you to even say yes faster. So goal setting definitely motivates you, and it helps shape your decision making. A tip I'm going to give is also to review your goals, right? It's not enough to just set a short-term goal or a long-term goal and just leave it at that. Review it periodically. So for example, if you have a short-term goal of like 3 months, you probably want to review how you're doing every week, right? But if you have a long-term goal for about 2 years, you probably want to review every 3 months. So the whole idea is to take stock, review. How am I doing? Did I do this? Did I have a plan that I did not follow through with it? Why did I not follow through with it? What can I do better? So you're reviewing it, you're taking stock. You're even asking your accountability partner, hey, how do you think I'm doing? If they said something, if they said that you didn't do something, how can you be better? Get feedback. You got to be open to feedback. Get feedback from people. See how you're doing. See how you can be better, and see how whatever tips you can take to stay on track, so you don't derail from the path that you're trying to go to get to your goal. Another thing I'm going to mention is feel free to update your plan. So there's a saying that says, never change the goal, but you can change the plan, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. Life happens. Certain things that we don't plan for happens, and it might, change the plan a little bit, but never the goal. Never the goal. I don't think a lot of things in life, well, for the most part, are not one size fits all. If something doesn't work, try another plan. But there's a gray line with that, because if you're not patient and if you're not putting in the work, you might think a plan is not working out. Whereas it's you that you're not putting the work that you need to put in to be able to see the fruit of that plan. So stick to the plan long enough and put all your effort into that plan. Now, if things happen, life happens, and it doesn't work out, change the plan, but never the goal. You can add to the goal, but stick to the plan to achieve the goal that you set in the beginning. And like I said, goal setting helps you decide what you want in life. It helps you know what's important and what's a distraction, and it motivates you to stay to get up in the morning and stay on track. And I like a quote I saw online. I'll insert it here. It says, a goal without a plan is just a wish. A goal without a plan is just a wish. And it's so true. You can set goals all you want. You can say you want to go to school all you want. If you're not taking classes, if you're not reading, if you're not studying, if you're not buying the books that you need, if you're not talking to people, if you're not networking, if you're not asking questions, it's just a wish. You can say you want to lose weight all you want. If you keep eating everything that you say you're not going to eat, and you don't have a plan on how to cut that down and improve on certain things and kind of balance, that goal is just a wish. So at the end of the day, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Set plans, put a concrete plan in place, write it down, challenge yourself, get accountability partners to help you with your goal. Okay, let's see. There's a couple things that I was going to mention else. Let me see if I'm not missing anything. So there are different types of goals, right? So for example, for personal goals, there are different kinds of goals. So if you have a personal goal to stop procrastinating, if you have a personal goal to build confidence, you can have a personal goal to read more. Let's just say, you say this year in 2019, or this week. Forget about the year. You know, you don't have to, again, you don't have to wait for a new year to set a goal. You don't have to wait for a new quarter to set a goal. You don't have to wait for a new month to set a goal. You can set a goal today. You can set a goal Monday. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be a new year, and you don't have to get caught up in the whole new year resolution thing, because half of the time people don't even end up following through with it. So at the end of the day, you can start a goal today or tomorrow. So again, types of goals, personal goals, you know, read more. You want to be more mindful. You want to build your confidence and your, you know, your confidence level pretty much. And those are just types of personal goals. Obviously, there are so many personal goals. If you want to be, if it's a physical goal, you want to be more fit. And also we have career goals. I want to mention some career goals. A career goal can be to improve in your knowledge and training. So if you're already doing something and you want to improve in that, you want to go to conferences to improve, you want to take classes, you want to take some training, you want to have mentors to mentor you. Those are goals to help reach your goal of becoming, those are steps to help reach your goal of becoming a better professional. For example, another example is if you want to become better at presentation, if you want to become better in public speaking, that's a goal. Now, how do you reach that goal? A plan is, for example, you can sign up for Toastmasters. Toastmasters, I believe there's a fee for it, and I think that it goes on for a couple months and you just get to present in front of strangers that you end up being friends with, and they, you know, teach and give you feedback on how you're doing with your speech. That's a plan to take to reach a goal of becoming a better presentation speaker or public speaker. Another thing I'm going to mention is make sure that you're surrounded and influenced by the right people. This one is big. This one, oh loud. This one is big because if you're not surrounded by the right people, you can have all the goals you want, you can have a plan set, but if you don't have the right people around you, you're going to get distracted. If your spouse is not in support of you going back to school, it's a huge distraction. You have to have a strong mind to say, you know what, this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. If your friends are not in support of, you know, the goal that you're trying to set or the business you're trying to set, it's going to be tougher. It's going to be more challenging. So make sure that you have the right people around you. Not yes people that say yes to everything you do, even though it doesn't make sense, but people that support you and give you the advice that you need to help you to reach your goal, to help you to stick to the plan. So let's just keep that in mind, man. The company you keep is important. It's very important. Like, I can't even overstress that. Like, I can't even overemphasize that. It's so important that you need to be very careful of the people that influence you and the people that you surround yourself with. The secret to success is setting the right goals. Literally, the secret to success is literally setting the right goals. If you don't set the right goals, you're not going to be successful in that area. Whatever you're trying to do as a human being, you need to be able to have goals and have a concrete plan in place to reach the goal. And I saw something very interesting. online. I'll see if I can put in the link to that video as well. It's a TED Talk. And this guy gave an amazing presentation. And he mentioned something about marginal adjustment to your daily routine, which is very similar to what I mentioned about a few minutes ago about how the goal can seem overwhelming, but if you do something each day, no matter how little, it can help to reach your goal. So marginal adjustments to daily routine is very important. You want to learn how to read more? You want to read more this year? Read a page every day. Read a paragraph every day. You want to, read your Bible more this year? If you have a, spiritual goal to grow spiritually or to mature spiritually, and you want to read your Bible every day, start with a verse every day. Do something every day as your daily routine to help reach that goal, because it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight, and it takes time to build. And another thing I'm going to mention is a quote that I saw online. I'm going to insert it in the video as well. And it says, setting goals is the first step into turning the invisible to the visible. Like I said earlier on, write down your goals. Write down your goals. Because if it's just in your head and you can't see it, it's more challenging. Write it down. Now it's in your head. It was invisible, but now you wrote it down. Now you can see it. Now you have something to work towards, because you're seeing it every day and it's challenging you that, are you doing what you're supposed to do? Did you do something today that you were not supposed to do? And how do you fix that? How do you correct that? And as I end, I just wanted to touch on certain things again, or to just recap. And like I said earlier on, part of the action, you got to take action. Ask for accountability partners. Be willing to tweak your actions towards the goal. Don't be down on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself if you've put in the work. if you've not put in the work, be hard on yourself. I give you permission to be hard on yourself. But seriously though, if you've put in all your effort, God sees your effort. You know, as a child of God, I'm a Christian, and as a child of God, I strongly believe that God sees the effort that you put into something. If you put in effort into something and it doesn't work out, if you put in effort into a plan and it doesn't work out, chill. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just relax. You know, there's a reason for everything. Try another plan. Don't be too hard on yourself in that regard. You know what I mean? So, you know, be flexible enough to tweak your plan. But try, you know, to put in all the effort that you can in a plan that you set out before you try to see if something else can work. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to mention. I think I've covered everything that I had in my notes with regards to goal setting. And I think the last thing I was going to mention is, you know, when you even measure your how you're doing, when you take a stock, when you do your review, measure it. Like, have I achieved success in this area? What can I do to even reward myself that I've achieved success? You know, it helps you, it motivates you, and it inspires you to keep going. And that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about today. I hope this blessed somebody, and I hope somebody learned from this. Like I always say, if you have something else to share, if you have a suggestion, if you have a comment or something that works for you, please include it in the comment section. I am always looking forward to reading, and we're all learning and we're all trying to be better. And I hope somebody was blessed by this. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. And I will see you in my next video once again. Have a good one. Bye, guys. God bless you. Is this thing on? Oh, okay. It's on. Yeah. I kind of read that quote that says, a goal without a plan is just a wish. In like a more Nigerian way. I was like, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You're just a wisher. You're what? You are a wisher. I was like, like I like to say, you are what? You're a joker. It's a joking selves. It's a wishing selves. Oh my God. And the responsibility part. My goodness gracious. Take responsibility for your life. Hey, job. Please help everybody. Help yourself. Help your generation. Your family. Everybody. Help us to help you. It is well.